Okay, guys, we continue with our lectures on Site 221 Experimental Psychology. Yes, we are entering, should I say, a very important part of the course. The is also practical. There might be practical in this course. So, yes, so writing a literature, article writing. When we hear article, the one we go online, we browse and we see the articles that people published, we call them articles, right? It's different from your projects. These articles, we also refer to them most times as journals, or but those are the places we publish articles in journals. Yes, for example, the Taylor and Francis Journal of Psychology in Africa. These are places you can publish your works, right? Yeah, so yeah, I actually have a published work in that place. So yeah, so the one of the skills you must have as a psychology student is how to write an article. This is the first time you guys will be exposed to it, apart from your exams. The assignments you are given to browse and write on these in several courses. But now this is professional writing. How do psychology do this? It's different from what you see in sociology, in other sciences, in arts, even in economics. No matter how close they are, psychology has their own principles and what is expected of you to do in each section of article writing, right? So we are looking at it now as experimental psychologists, but no matter the branch of psychology you take to tomorrow, you understand that the process or procedure of writing an article is the same thing. It's the same thing. So we will have to pay attention, because this part is not only going to be seen in your subjective questions, it's going to be both practical and theoretical, right? So yes, I've said what is article writing. Now we are having several segments in article writing. The first segment is called title and author. Second one is abstract. Third is introduction. The fourth is method. Fifth is result. We have the sixth discussion. Seventh conclusion. References, and the ninth one appendix. These are the 9 subheadings or headings you will see and you must consider in writing an article. We will take them one after the other so that we have a good understanding, because they are going to be having the higher percentage of your exam, right? So the title and author is the first thing that you'll be writing, and we have the way we write that. Remember, we are psychology currently. What we are using is the APA 7th edition manual. 7th edition manual for APA. Yes, that is the guideline we are using currently. So in that manual, the first place to start is with your topic. Once you write a topic, then you write your name. And remember, in writing your topic, we don't start with articles like the, a, and we don't use these articles. The effect of mood on academic performance among university students, no, that the will not be there. And exploration, we don't use these articles, right? We just write effect of mood on. This is how we write it. So please take note of that, or bear that in mind, that we don't use articles. So I've written the first is the topic, the next is the person's full name or persons, right? So you write your first name, come with the initial of your middle name, and spell out your full name, your last name. Yes. In title and author, right? It's different from referencing, both in-text citation and last page subsidiary references or full referencing, right? So, but in writing your title and author, the second thing that I will have there is, for example, my name. I've written the topic, effect of mood on academic performance among university students. So the second line, I'll have Chidozie E. Obianyo. Initially in 6th edition, we are having Chidozie E.O., right? But currently, what you're going to be having is Chidozie E. Obianyo, right? So after the topic, you have the name. After your name, you have your institutional affiliation, like Chidozie Obianyo E. Obianyo. Under it, you have University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Then after that, you have your address, your email address, please. So after the email address, you can put your phone number if necessary, if you want to put that. So that is how title and author is written. Please take note of this. You must, if not in your presentation, you still have it in the exam. It must be there in your exam. Yes, it's a must. So before the exam, we'll still discuss on how to answer some questions. We will be throwing in or responding to several past questions, yes, concerning this course too. So, but for this title and author, the first subheading you are having, remember, title and author, that T will be capital. Then most times all of them will be capital because that is a major subheading, right? A major subheading. It's only minor subheadings. We only start with capital initials. So here, title and author, under it, you write the topic, you write the name, you write the institution, you write the mail and the phone number, and that is concluded. Your title and author is good to go. Yes. And the second subheading we are having now is the abstract. So I will be taking this very clear because they are very important and must be there in your exam. We should understand that abstracts, please take note of what I'm trying to say so it will not be confusing. Abstracts are written after the work is done, after the whole research, whole chapter 1 to 5, everything. Okay, this project this time. After you have written your article, done the research, did everything, and you come back, it's almost like the summary of the whole work. Anybody that picks up a textbook sees the abstract after the title and author. Any journal you want to read, if you have attended conferences, what they show you there is abstracts to know whether a good abstract captures the reader's interest, right? So please watch, you will see that the abstract comes in front of the page after the title and author, right? But please, it is a good understanding to know that you don't start writing an article with summary. It's not done, right? So, but we write it after the end of the work, but in positioning on the article, it comes in the front after the title and author. Now, what is abstract? What is contained there? That is what you will need for your exam, because you are not going to just know where it's written, but you know how to write it and what is there. So, in abstract, like I said, is the summary. Here, there are some things that must be found in your abstract. Either you are starting with a basic introduction, we'll call it background of your study. For example, the example I gave, the topic I gave, effect of mood on academic performance, I can start, oftentimes, students who are faced with stress has shown some limitations in the academic performance, and researchers has questioned if state of mind and mood has any role to play in academic performance. Full stop. I have given a background, right? A little introduction to what we are talking about, what I'm about to discuss, right? This is a good background or introduction to that abstract, right? Now, you continue, not a paragraph, the next line, I mean the same line. You can continue. You start with the topic, right? After the topic, you tell us some things about the participants. I will give an example when I'm done. So after that, the next thing you see is some things about the participants I'm talking about here now. The number of the participants, how many male, how many female, from where did you get them, what is their age range, even their mean age is in there, and the standard deviation age here, right? And then you will now tell us what kind of sample method did you use, what are the instruments you use in your research, right? What are the kind of statistics that you use, which type of research method did you use, what type of sampling, I've said that before. Then what are the results, or what are your findings? After your findings, so what did you conclude? You can say, what are the implications? Please, this is a very abstract, doesn't pass half page, let me not even say 1 page, right? So there are summary of everything you did. I said something after the little introduction of the background, then you have the topic, then tell us some things about the participants or the population you worked on. Let me use that, but this time it should be participants that took place, that participated, right? Then after that, tell us the kind of sampling and cross-sectional design. Okay, this one is research design, or is it survey cross-sectional, or is it case study or experimental, right? Then after that, what are the instruments? After the instruments, what kind of statistics did you use, right? Is it hierarchical model? Is it Hayes macro, process macro? Is it multiple regression, right? After that, tell us the results. And after that, give us the implication. You know, writing is a skill. I wouldn't say it's a talent. It's a skill. Reason I call it a skill is because it's something you must acquire. You must acquire it in your work as a psychology student. You will learn to minimize it. Sometimes the guideline ensures that it doesn't pass 120, 150 words or 200 words, depending on the research, right? So I will try to give a little example. I know I'll come about this topic, this writing literature later when we start the classes, like the experiments, right? I will try to drop some other things concerning it, but I'm giving a very comprehensive introduction to everything. So I'm using my topic, effect of mood on academic performance. So I've said already that over time, that I'm writing abstracts now, over time researchers have considered if mood has a role to play, blah blah blah, all of those things. Just 2-3 lines, right? I'll continue, full stop. Okay, this time the topic, this study investigated on the effect of mood on academic performance among university students, full stop. A total number of 20 university students were drawn, or were conveniently drawn. This conveniently shows that I use convenient sampling technique, right? Conveniently drawn from the Faculty of Social Sciences, or 3 departments. Okay, let's say 3 departments from the Faculty of Social Sciences. Namely, you name the departments, right? You tell us, you continue maybe with semicolon, right? Male equal to 10, female equal to 10. Their age range from let's say 18 to 25, with mean age equal to okay, you give the mean age, that should be around, okay, no need, that is about 15 points, right? Okay, 18 and 25, that should be around 19 point something, right? So 19 point is with SD equal to this. After that, it's an instrument used include, example with my work is sad movie this by this person, happy movie by this person. I'm just giving for example. The arithmetics used was called this, right? Algebra, right? Then a cross-sectional design was adopted, research design was adopted, and multiple regression or whatever, I don't know, right? And the results showed that people who are happy do this and people who are sad do this or perform like this, showing that this implication now from the result, as the result reviewed, it implies that students should be encouraged to rest well, eat enough banana so that they will be happy, all of those things, right? So all of those things, and that is the end of the abstract. That is how the abstract goes. So I want to stop the video here and continue in the next video as we continue to discuss the sections and subheadings on how to write a literature in psychology. Thank you very much.